Hi, look, I get that the title of this video seems very negative, but I come as a Paper Mario fan. I want you to understand that the only reason I hate is because I love the series and I want to see it fly and prosper, not burn up in the hell it's heading towards. Anyways, now that you know, I hope you can understand that these are my opinions, and honestly, if you love Sticker Star, or if you're hyped for Color Splash, I don't hate you, I support you. The biggest reason I post these videos is to try and entertain you guys, and you being happy makes me happy. Now time for the fun part to start. My first point is that in the first 20 seconds I see a world map. Really, Nintendo? Really? You bring back the thing everyone requested to be removed? The first two Paper Mario games had a nice and flowing world where it felt like it didn't have to be connected through a series of levels and a world map. It was acceptable for Super Paper Mario because it was a platformer, but for an RPG, how could you do this? What genius in her team said, "Oh hey guys, let's bring back the world map that everyone loved from the last game"? Nintendo, keep the world maps for the mainstream Mario games. Don't plague us with this. My second point deals with the world design and characters. The first three Paper Mario games had characters that were interesting, and each of them had their own character arcs and goals that you were intrigued by, not these copy and paste toads that you can find at your local Walmart. The areas in the first three Paper Mario games were inspiring and interesting, where they felt unique and different from each other, and here we have this stupid bleak town with no characters around except for toads. How many toads does Nintendo have in their supply closets? And in Sticker Star, you have Kirsty, who isn't an interesting character at all, and in the 1-minute trailer you see a paint bucket following Mario around. How creative, a star in a bucket. Is this what Nintendo hires designers for? So they can sit on their computers and say, "Oh yeah, the partner? Just make it like a bucket or something, I don't know." "Oh yeah, a bucket you say? Well, for the next game, let's make it so that the partner is a public toilet. How about a rusty nail? Now doesn't that sound interesting?" No, it doesn't! The last point I have to make is about the gameplay and design. I'm gonna be honest, I think the color hammer is a good idea. It'd be cool if you could use the colors to discover secrets and incorporate the design in a good way. There is also an open window for them to incorporate it into fights in a unique way where maybe you could power up your attacks using the paint so you can deal more damage. Not use it to paint cards that are basically the same as in Sticker Star. Not only do I have to worry about having cards from what I see in the trailer, but now I have to worry about having enough paint in order to use the damn things. And where are the partners? They used to be so cool, and they were interesting side characters with their own goals and dreams. Tell me what's wrong with having regular mechanics where you can use attacks whenever you want instead of picking up trading cards off the ground. What the hell is wrong with cool side characters that serve as your partners that accompany you throughout the game as you grow closer to them, instead of a character that follows you around and has a plot of a piece of cardboard? Is that silence I hear? Well, isn't that interesting? I guess you really don't have an answer, do you? You know what? I'm sorry. I know a lot of this is based off a 1-minute trailer, but from what we saw, it looks a lot like Sticker Star, and I'm really sick of Sticker Star. I really just want another game like the first two. A nice RPG with a nice story, fun characters, interesting areas, and good gameplay. If by some chance Nintendo hears our cries and fixes the next game because Color Splash looks to be far into development, my hope is that they'll create a new adventure that everyone can love. Or we could have Sticker Star 2! Yay!